I'm Caz Parker from MMH, the home of rock radio.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I'm here today with
Eric
the
Martin.
fabulous.
That's me, Eric Martin. I don't need any introduction, any like strong, like the fabulous, the legendary.
Well, that's what I
Although
wanted to do.
that's what you were going to say,
Yeah, I
legendary.
was gonna
I totally cut you off. Shit.
You see, you could have just enjoyed
Let's
your
not do
moment.
that again. I know.
You could have enjoyed your moment.
I'm so
Improved
sorry.
it
I'm a
there.
little hyper right now. I just did a sound check. This is Eric Martin, and I'm damn glad to be here.
Hey, well, that's good. Marvelous. Well, obviously, legendary frontman, as I was going to say, from Mr. Big. We're here for the Big Acoustic Tour.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing. So tonight we're at the Robin 2 in Bilston, chilling on the leather sofa, trying not to look too tall. We've discussed that look.
You know what? We stood up a little earlier, and
You are
stood
taller.
up.
It's
I'm
fine.
taller, but I'm
Slouching.
I'm older. I'm a sloucher.
Slouching.
I'm totally gonna have my friends and family at home going, sit up straight. So this is me straight.
Yeah. So
Don't I look skinny and svelte? But I don't
breathing.
really.
So
I just like to be slumping.
how
Right.
are you?
I'm good. I've been traveling around Europe with my rock opera friends, Avantasia, and done about 14 shows
Yeah.
maybe with them. I got a couple more actually going to the Czech Republic tomorrow
Yeah.
to play a festival. But the UK tour is great.
Yeah.
I only think I've only played maybe 4 shows.
Yeah,
maybe
but you've got
5.
more to go.
Yeah, I got a lot more, and I'm excited about it. And let me just tell you how excited I am
Okay.
because all those the COVID war years, where everybody, a lot of you guys worked and some of us didn't. We
Yeah.
basically sat on the couch and counted 16,000 rolls of toilet paper. That's me.
Yeah.
But I wished for this to happen.
Yeah.
I without sounding cliche, it's like the road that never ends. I hope it doesn't end.
Yeah.
And I don't want to look, my kids, they don't need me anymore. They're 17 years old. They're going into college.
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing. And I don't really want to go home. I don't want to go. What's the point?
Just want to be on the road forever.
Well, I want to be, that's what I was trying to get away from, that thing. But
Yeah.
I do want to stay out on the road, and
Yeah.
I wish for it. And even the trials and tribulations that come with it, traveling around the road, driving around. I don't even know what kind of car Dave has, but it's like,
It's that silver one outside.
yeah, it's terrible. And
Yeah.
It's got like suitcases and guitars in it, and like, boxes of hamburger boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's he should be called Dave Cottrell from Speed Demon.
Yeah.
He's a really fast driver, and we'll drive like maybe 4 or 5 hours a day to shows. But I mean, and we've known each other for like a good 6-7 years now, doing the same kind of thing. Yada yada yada. I love being out here, especially in England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We're all away from home, my friends. Yeah,
Well, do you know what? I'm going to shoot forward then because I was going to ask you a question.
I'm good like
That's
that with the
coming.
interviews. I'm sorry.
I know, you're gonna
No,
shoot
I
forward
can't keep
next
my
year.
Mr. Big Mouth shut because I just constantly answer everybody's
Well,
questions.
you said you were happy to be here. What do you look forward to when you come to the UK then? Because I mean, I think I'm going to put it out there. We do beer really well. We do chocolate really well.
I know you do.
We do curry well. Is there
I know.
anything that you think, oh, when I get to England, I've got to have that?
Well, I tell you, so a couple days ago I played in Blackpool,
Yeah.
and and I was so close to Liverpool, and this is my first time ever
Yeah.
to go to Liverpool and check out all the Beatles birthplaces and the Cavern Club. And I know you guys are like, oh yeah, seen it before, but a lot of it, British folks have not seen it. Oh, that's okay. You don't need
Okay,
it.
it's just an interview.
Go.
Don't worry.
What did you want to get?
I'm gonna get my guitar.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to get the only 2 beers that are in there on my rider. All right. Anyway, Liverpool was, when I knew I was going to play Blackpool,
Yeah.
I knew we had kind of 67 miles, maybe 70 miles to Stoke-on-Trent
Yeah.
to kind of kick back a little bit. But on that day off, which was Sunday, I think, I went to Liverpool, checked out John, Paul, George, and Ringo's birthplaces, all the homes that they lived in.
All the touristy
Oh,
stuff.
I was standing in front of Aunt Mimi's house, which is John Lennon's birthplace house, right? For like all day long, just taking the same picture over and over again. And I was look, I had a little moment, and I call my kids and go, hey, I'm in front of John Lennon's house. They go,
Yeah.
who?
No,
No.
they would
No,
never.
they would never do that. But
But not
that's what I
chocolate
did.
then. Chocolate's good. though.
I didn't do
Have some-
chocolate and I didn't do beer.
Oh,
And
sort
but
that
I
out
did
then.
do curry.
Okay.
Yeah, I love a curry.
Curry's good over here. All right. Well, that's good. That's one ticked off then. All right. Now I'm going to get this back on track to how I wanted it to go. Which is fine.
All right.
Me being bossy. So obviously, I've seen you all over the place. Around here, Mr. Big Gigs, on the Rock Cruise, Bloodstock as well. I was there for that. This is going to be my first acoustic show, and I've had to write it down because it says it'll be fun, laid back, quirky as fun, with classic Mr. Big and solo material. So,
Yeah.
anything you want to add to that to sell it
No,
to our
man,
listeners?
they really they captured my vibe right there.
Yeah, they really
Quirky as
did.
fuck because
Yeah.
I encourage people to kind of shout out, like say if it's I was gonna say soccer, a football match or something,
Yeah.
to kind of hey, where a lot of people
Heckle.
heckle this. They want to hear "To Be With You," the second song.
Right.
They go "To Be With You." I'm like, hey,
Just do it.
and I always say the same thing. I go, you want me to just play this song really as fast as I can, so you
Yeah,
can
there
go
you
home and
go.
pay your babysitter, so you don't, you cheap ass bastard. I encourage people to kind of shout out and talk with me a little bit. I like kind of taking the piss a little bit.
Yeah.
I've said this a bunch of times, and I know maybe the guys in Mr. Big will, Billy and Paul will probably like, we never said that you couldn't speak. Not true. Not true. They like in the beginning of our career, I was on the road with them, and I was like chatting away like I do, like all my solo career before Mr. Big.
Yeah.
I chatted away. That was my thing. I was so comfortable to talk to people, and they were like, no, you're too many inside jokes. You're not really. No, we don't. We've just, I know. They just wanted to get right. They wanted to probably play the 24 fucking songs that we do.
Music. Yeah, we
And
as well.
I wanted to chat, so here's my chance.
Yeah, it's a comment.
Yeah, I get to talk a little bit, tell some stories about the guys in the band, Mr. Big. I know Avantasia, and if they want to ask questions or, hey, it's always look. I'll play that set list over there. It's got to be about 90-minute set.
Yeah.
And it's got chock full of Mr. Big songs as well as some of my solo stuff.
Yeah.
But it's always the same thing. Like every night, they go, you didn't play my favorite song, and like really, I feel like I captured the essence of Mr. Big.
Before we go, I'm going to check my favorite songs are on there.
We'll just name one. To Be With You.
My Kind of Woman.
Oh shit! But it's
Not on there,
acoustic,
is it?
babe.
I know.
It's acoustic. I can't. Yeah, I
you
can't
do
do it.
that.
I know.
Oh well.
But acoustic.
Tell me
If
it's
Dave knows it, and if you can sing it with me, that'd be great.
I'm not sure about that. I want everyone to leave too.
You've been looking groovy. We can do it.
That'd be good. Right, it'd be amazing. Right, so then what gets you the most excited then? The big gigs or these kind of acoustics where you get that?
Well, so being on tour with Avantasia kind of gave me that taste again.
Yeah,
I played in Bakken
yeah.
the other day. There was like 85,000 people.
Amazing.
Like I was telling people all the way up until Bakken, I go, oh, I like the up and close, personal kind of acoustic.
Yeah.
We getting to know everybody. Everybody's just so funny and everything. No, the
Yeah.
big rock shows are the
Big
coolest. I love doing this too. Some people get nervous doing this type of show.
Yeah.
This just feeds my fire. I
Yeah.
love this type of show. I get more nervous on the big shows
Right.
because, you see a sea of people and they're just all staring at you, especially the token metal guy.
Yeah.
Everybody in the band is a seasoned veteran. You got Jorn Landy and Ronnie Atkins and Bob Catley from Magnum.
Yeah.
Jeff Tate, Queensryche, Ralph Shapers from Primal Fear, Tobias Sammet, Ed Guy, Oliver Hartman, Sasha Payeth, all these great metal people. And then you got the pop guy comes out. But, that in itself. So Avantasia, rock opera, Tobias Sammet's brainchild. And the hits that they've had were with Klaus Meine, Scorpions, song called Dying for an Angel. Call up me and I'll do it. And I do that live. And then a song, I think Jolyn Turner sings on a couple songs of their set, and I'll do the Jolyn Turner part.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the Swiss Army knife of rock
So
at the
once
moment.
you're out on the big stage, you can't stop going out, basically.
No,
Going out with all the
it's
bands
a
as well.
revolving door.
Yeah.
You got Bob Catley comes out to sing the story ain't over. And he does this thing. I love Bob Geldof. And then he comes out, he goes, and I'm always cheering on the guys constantly. I'm clapping for him and great job, Bob. And he goes, you're out there, let's go. And he talks just like that too. Pardon me, I'm playing punches and watch moccasins. But yeah, it's a revolving door. And then I sung a ballad called What's Left of Me on an album. I forget the name of it. Moonglow. Moonglow, I think it's called Moonglow. And then I did Twisted Mind on a live version from Bakken on the Ghost Lights album. And then I've sung a new song called Rhyme and Reason on the new album, which is, can I do it for the fans at home?
Yeah.
The Paranormal Activity of the Moonflower Society, I think. Don't quote me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
good.
a long ass title.
Oh,
Toby.
we gotta look
You're a
out for
clever
that.
kid.
Gotta look out for that. So basically, what was the answer? The question was big or small. I think it's leaning towards big, but a combination of both is
Yeah,
nice.
it's a
It works,
combination of both. I
balance.
love, but like, look, if you ask me if I was just doing an acoustic tour, I mean, I love it out here. I love the jokes.
Yeah.
People go, they go, oh God, you're a great singer. Songs are good, but you're so funny. And for some reason, that's kind of a new vocation. I've done it my whole life, but there's some kind of, I don't plan it. There's a couple little things I'll say on stage. Like I won't say this one. I go, so I usually wear glasses. Yeah, you want Eric Barnes 5, camera 1, camera 2. But I go, usually I wear glasses, but I got to tell you, you're the best fucking audience I've seen in quite some time. And the crowd just goes nuts. So I won't be doing that stupid Shecky Green joke.
Hey.
But I do love the big rock shows. That's why I'm gearing up for that phone call that I get maybe from Billy Sheehan and Paul Gilbert. Crossing my fingers. It looks pretty good, actually. I know that's part of your questions.
Yeah,
man.
that might be actually. I was going to say, is there anything you can tell us about? Because we do like secrets at MMH. We like exclusives. So
I can't tell, because the last time I did say on British radio that I go, yeah, it's going to happen. We got an album coming out. And this is after our last album. It's called Defying Gravity. And so Pat passed away. And without making like this whole show maudlin or anything, none of us had any time to grieve.
Right. And
I don't know what I knew what Billy was thinking, because we shared a lot of stuff on the phone. He was my first phone call, and I heard it from our management.
Yeah.
But I didn't talk to Paul for a good 4 years. Really, I kind of texted him a couple times to say, sad about it, and I know you're sad about it. But he was doing his thing. We did talk a little bit when I started opening my mouth on radio.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another album. We're gonna do another tour, and Pat Torpey always wanted to have. He told me this personally, that he wanted to maybe do, if he ever did something for me, if I can't go out and play anymore, do like a little tribute and have my favorite drummers play, Greg Bissonette, Ray Luzier. And I said that stuff on the radio. And was it your mother?
No, it's for the purposes of the interview that we've just ruined. It's my cat's diabetic. That's the needle that tells me.
I should answer a quick question. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I should have turned it off. The alarm goes off to tell me to give her injection, but obviously I'm not time.
So Pat said that he wanted to have some sort of, if you're gonna do anything, do your next album as some of my favorite drummers on.
Yeah.
And I named all these names. I don't even know Ray Luzier, from Korn, but I heard Pat mention his name a million times. I thought, and Greg Bissonette, Terry Bozzio, and all these guys that he loved. And I go, yeah, let's do an album with those drummers. Did I talk to anybody in the band about it? No, I just kind of talked.
Decided.
Yeah, I decided, man, I'm just gonna, because I looked at it like this. I didn't realize that I was grieving, and I just wanted to keep busy so I didn't have to think about it and cry.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, man, when it didn't happen and the band was like, oh, Eric, you're so wishy-washy. You're out of your freaking mind. It's just too much. And then we did get a drummer for a minute. His name was Edu Kominyata. I mean, we had a guy, but Matt Starr was capable too, but I just I couldn't make up my goddamn mind. And even when we go, hey, what about this Brazilian kid? I'm going, yeah, he's good. But then there's all these drummers calling. And again, I was too scatterbrained and I got spanked hard.
Right.
And I just went like an ostrich and stuck my head in the sand. And then I started grieving and drinking and going, you know, and then COVID came.
Yeah.
And it was a freaking mess. I mean, and, you know, I'm doing everything in my power to get back on track. And this, I mean, look, I still think about that.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. That wasn't a tear. That was just it's going to be a tear. But this is, it was really difficult for me to actually go on. And Mr. Big just kind of went into hiding mode, and people were kept asking us to do it again. And then they would say no every year. And it kind of, it bummed me out, but then I went, oh man, I can't wait around for this band.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I mean, I've been consumed by Mr. Big for so long, and I'm looking around and Paul's already working on his, 40th solo instrumental record, Billy's and Sons of Apollo, Winery Dogs, even our good mate, Richie Kotzen, which I'd love to play with him again as well. Winery Dogs doing his thing, and me, I wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
And so
now we are. Here we are.
Now here I am.
Shit,
Yeah, I'm doing
it.
shit, and I'm back in Avantasia again, and we're getting to go on the road and doing the solo stuff. But just to make a long story shorter, the rumor has it, and I got a phone call from the rumor, and the rumor has it that it's going to happen. All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's really good.
That's as far as I'll go.
I sort of
Because
got that
because
of you after you said you wouldn't give me any secrets.
These are my Chuck Taylors. If I have to put my foot in my mouth one more time and they go, no, we're not doing it, we're pulling the plug.
Yeah. You'll be phoning me
I
going,
will-
could
I
you
will,
send it in the interview? Scrap that question,
Go
please. Thanks for
completely crazy.
All right, fine. One more question about music then, before I ask you some more random things. What's your favourite song to play live?
I like Daddy Brother
Oh yeah.
live. It's kind of like a hypnotic thing. Or it's stuck in my skull. We do it live every night with Mr. Big, and I just kind of felt I'll play Daddy Brother, but it do kind of a country acoustic soul style. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
It rocks. I mean, my style, excuse me, it's called my style is kind of like box rocking. I'm sure Elvis Presley thought of that or something back in the day, but box rocking.
Yeah.
I like Daddy Brother, and I do. Tonight, me and Dave started learning a couple little, like we do Promise to the Moon, but do it kind of more up tempo.
Okay.
Not, I mean, it's still, no, it's soft rock.
Yeah.
That sounds, did I just scare half your audience away? I apologize.
It's not live. We'll get into the shows anyway. They know it's going to be.
You're going to edit that one part when you say soft rock.
No.
So it'd be like this.
They love soft rock.
It's like soft horns.
Yeah. No, they love soft rock. It's all good. All right then. Okay. Few more random questions then. So, have you ever met? Because you are a lot of people's musical hero. A lot of people will be nervous to meet you, but have you ever met any of your musical heroes that have made you starstruck?
Tons.
That have made you go like,
oh my God.
Or said something stupid.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
We were on tour with Aerosmith during the Pump tour.
Yeah.
And every night, and they were really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we were late to our first gig in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Barcelona,
You say
Spain.
it properly, don't
I
you?
have to,
It's
because
so
in Barcelona,
well-travelled.
people are probably listening to it.
Barcelona.
So we're pushing cases. I mean, all of us rode. We only had 2 crew guys, and Billy, Pat, and Paul, and I are pushing the cases up the ramp. And the tour manager said, "Look, you guys don't get your gear up here. You're gonna probably play acoustic or not at all." I'm like, "Oh, we're freaking out." So I'm rushing up, and I'm like, you this is before your time, but there was a show in America called Sanford and Son, and you had Steptoe and Son.
Yeah,
Your parents probably know that.
Yeah.
But like Steptoe was the father, you know, and the son, right? And it like in the beginning of Sanford and Son, it was like the son's doing all the work, and then the father's like carrying one little teeny piece or something, like, you know, carrying a little box. And that's what I was doing going up the ramp.
Yeah.
And Steven Tyler, I see him coming right towards me, and he puts his hands on my shoulder. He goes, "Hey," I'm like, You're just that's speak. And he goes, "You're a star." He says to me, "You're a star." And I'm like, looking around, everybody pushing cases, going, "Grab something." I'm like, "I'm a star," just freaking out. So
Yeah.
every night, Steven Tyler and Brad Whitford would come in our dressing room and they would sing Beatles songs. Paul
Oh
Gilbert's
my
a
God.
big Beatle head, and we'd sing Steven Tyler's favorite song was like "Nowhere Man," and like just to watch him go like "Nowhere," with his hand in his ear, how he does,
Yeah.
Hey, I could tell you another story, but it's like way too long. I could narrow it down really quick. Okay.
Go on then, tell it.
It's great. So man, we played the Pump Tour. We did the Millennium Show at the Osaka Dome, like 40 to 80,000 people.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. So we did that, and then we played some other shows with him. But I went to see him at the Shoreline Amphitheater near my hometown in San Francisco, outside. And I went to see him play, but we went backstage in the dressing room, and his minder or the valet or something,
Yeah.
she was ironing his clothes, right? And me and my wife Denise walked in the thing, and she goes, "Steven, Eric Martin's here," and he goes, "I'll be right out. I got him changing." And she's ironing his clothes.
Yeah.
I see him grab something on the wall of, the wall of his dressing room, pulls it down. It's like a tapestry. You can imagine Aerosmith's kind of like the Stones, or everything. It's like Indian looking, He takes a tapestry down and he comes into the room and he's shirtless and he's got a tapestry around his, or not a tapestry, but like a little toga thing. And he goes, "Hey man, what's happening?" He comes up to my wife and he hugs her and she's like, and he's like talking, and while he's talking, I know, hey Steven, if you do ever listen to this or watch this, I know you're gonna laugh. First of all, if you do, to me, I thought it was the funniest thing. Here you are standing up, and you're okay. Pretend, have your imagine go any way you want to, but this is not an arm, and so it's a tapestry, and it's like doing this thing, and he's talking and he's animated. And I'm trying to avert my eyes. I'm going, and all the while my wife's going. Anyway, on and on like that. And then he leaves the room and she gives him the clothes and he comes back out. And he's wearing like the same kind of toga with the shirt that she just ironed, but like buttoned. I mean, can he not see? I love this guy. I love the animation of this guy, but like, buttons, and it's like this. It's all great. Anyway, so I was so starstruck at the beginning, but like he does make you feel so comfortable being around him that was a comfortable moment. Except this, and then and then he kissed, he hugged me and he kissed my wife, and then she goes, "Well, bye," and he goes, "That wasn't very good," and he kissed her again on the lips.
Oh my God!
Right, and I'm like, huh? I don't care, like. It's Steven Tyler and Bucket List, right?
Yeah.
And I walk out, we're in the compound, and the band's out there and all the crew, and Denise is going like this. I kiss Steven Tyler's.
That's nice.
Yeah, and she talked about it for years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool. Marvelous. All right then. Okay then. So
nobody's ever told that story before, have they? Ever.
Nobody. No. Although I do seem to bring this out of people because I interviewed Mark Mendoza last week and he told me a story about how his pants split and out came everything on stage. Yeah. But
he's a charmer, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's also a good friend, so
he's a great bass player and a charmer.
Amazing. But yeah, okay. So another random question then. In the film of your life, who would you have play you?
I don't know.
I know this is the one. People always think, why don't you give me some time to think about
Well, when I was younger, I used to look like Ralph Macchio.
Oh, okay.
And Scott Baio and those like poppy guys back in the day. I wouldn't want them. Well, they could play me now. Yeah. I don't know.
Very well,
I would like. I like the guy. Oh God, what's the guy? I like the guy. I don't think I look anything like him, but I'd like the guy in the what's that band what's that band with? It's not the Struts. Is it the
It
Struts?
is a band with the Struts, so you could pick that.
But he's like a androgynous looking guy with dark hair. And is that the guy?
I think so.
The Struts? The Struts or Hardcore Superstar? I'd go with
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
I'd go with that guy. Yeah, if he's an actor,
Well, I don't think he is. So you could have picked anyone.
then I'd be myself, man.
You could have
Who's gonna
picked
play me?
Jason Momoa. You know, you could pick anyone you want.
Jason.
Get him to have a little trip.
But then Jason Momoa would have to sit down on the couch like this.
Yeah, all slouchy. All right, then let's go a bit more random then. This is a new question that I've come up with. Shall I do this one? Yes, I will. If you could be not any animal, but if you could be part animal, which part would you pick to have as part of you? It's very random, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
I've got-
man.
I'm
I
gonna
know,
send
and,
you the
and whatever I
photo.
answer, I'm gonna get the corn if my friends are gonna pick on me anyway.
Well, Here were my suggestions when I came up with the question because I think it's maybe good to
All
give some hints. So I thought an elephant's trunk would be fun because you could steal people's food with the trunk, have a bit of that, and you could squirt people with water. Good fun, right? It looked a bit odd, but that's not the point. I thought bat wings would be cool because any wings would be cool.
Any
Flying
wings, yeah,
great,
I
but
would
bat
be
wings
I
would be
would,
like a bit vampire.
I think I'd like to be an eagle
Oh, that's
because
cool.
then I could, fly around and also and nobody's supposed to kill me. They're not supposed to, harm an endangered species. And an eagle, and it's and then also the eagle represents some sort of royalty or like an America.
Absolutely.
From America, so that'll work for me.
All
So
right.
an eagle.
So you can be full eagle then. This isn't just part eagle, is it?
So it's
Full
part eagle
I'm just
with
gonna be
part eagle with my mug.
Yeah.
Like da 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 da. Oh yeah, frightening.
All right then. All right. If you could possess any superhero power, which one and why?
These are great questions that
Random,
nobody
aren't
ever.
they?
Yeah, but they're awesome. Nobody answers those questions or question. Nah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I would be. Well, I'd like to have Superman's powers.
What? Just every power.
Every
That's all
power.
of the powers.
Yeah, just strong. I'm not that strong. I
Invisibility,
can't live
flight,
anything
power.
without. Yeah,
Not invisibility.
and
like
then
X-ray vision.
X-ray vision. I mean,
He has got it all. hasn't
yeah,
he?
X-ray vision. You can fly.
Apart from
Yeah,
the old
it's a whole
kryptonite.
theme with me with flying.
Yeah, I think flying's good. That would save a lot of time and
Yeah,
hassle,
no,
wouldn't
it
it?
does have that kind of thing, but he,
He
yeah.
can do a lot of cool stuff. All right, fine. Would you want some would you rather questions? These are quite simple
All right.
answers. Would you rather? I'll start you off lightly. Would you rather cry every time someone? No, hang on. Would you rather cry every time you have sex or burp every time someone kisses you?
You're gonna have to say it again because I only got pieces of that.
Would
Okay,
you
so,
rather cry every time you have sex or burp every time someone kisses you?
Or burp every time someone kisses you. I cry, sex. Yeah.
I don't think either is.
No, because I love kissing and I don't want to like ruin it.
No, I
And
think
and the
that's right
crying
one.
and sex,
You get over it. wouldn't
you get
you?
over it.
People are just oh my gosh.
It might enhance the activity. All
All
right.
right. Would you rather have vaginas for ears or penises for arms?
All right. First of all, are you worried that you should say this question again? Because like every time you say it, you're like you don't want to say it.
No.
Tell me again, okay? Tell me, am I
Would
good
you
here? Am I Billy
rather-
Sheehan here?
Would you
Okay.
rather have vaginas for ears or penises for arms?
I
There's no
a
right
vagina
or
for
wrong
what?
answer. Ears.
Ears? No, I didn't want to have penis for arms. Yeah.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'm gonna.
Fire.
I know 3 friends.
Things there.
They get it.
All right then. Here's the most random question you're ever going to be asked in your entire life.
Worse
Would
than
you
the
rather-
penis vagina
Yeah.
thing.
Would you rather have? You've got to concentrate on this one as well. Would you rather have a 12-inch belly button that sways to the music?
Okay, Fanny is this.
12-inch belly button.
This is Fanny.
The belly. No, belly button.
Oh, Fanny. That's
Just
like,
your
pardon me. So,
little 12-inch
no,
belly
it's
button.
12-inch.
It's going to grow and it's going to sway to the music.
All
Any
right.
music or
Yeah,
accordions for legs.
that's the weirdest question
I
of
know.
all time.
I know.
Wait, did you think of that when in the car?
I like it to be memorable.
Um,
I think there isn't a wrong answer. So
it's
all
I
wrong.
want to have the coming out my
the belly
my
button.
belly button. Yeah,
That's
I
not
did.
bad.
yeah.
Because you can put a little hat on it while it's swaying.
So this is like vines coming
Really
out.
a long belly button that's 12
Oh,
inches
look,
long.
so it just comes out. Oh, again,
Sway,
all right.
music playing.
Then now I have 4 friends.
Right. Yeah, you've got your penis arms, you've got your, yeah, so this is it, marvellous. I think that's, you know what, I've got sheets and sheets of random questions, but I think that's given you a little bit of a flavour for the weirdness of my
That's
interview.
good. Yeah.
And so finally to wrap up then, if you could ask one thing of your fans, what would it be?
Oh man. I don't want it to be negative, but I'm gonna have to. Yeah. You know what? If you're gonna if you're gonna video me, if you're gonna video me, and you're in the front row, okay, in the back row, that's cool because I did it the other day. I went to see FM
Yeah,
in at the 11 Club in Stoke-on-Trent, and they were phenomenal.
yeah,
And I could see people looking at me going, I know I don't like it that much, but I was like, man, I gotta capture this moment.
yeah,
And I'm just taking bits and pieces.
yeah, yeah.
And then I put it down, looked around the room, just kind of hit it. But if you're gonna be in the front row and you're filming, and I don't care if you're doing it, you're filming. But if you're gonna go like this,
Right, and your
to me, when I'm in the, you know, in the throes of rock and roll passion, please don't. Or just, I mean, I can't be negative and go, I'll take this, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you should. Maybe that's
Yeah, I
what you
don't like that.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, it's too much, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's never going to be a flattering angle. I mean, that's one thing to consider. If it's below
You know what I see all the time, and I'm not trying to be negative. I mean, at all. Please, I love my fans. I mean, I couldn't wait to get the show over sometimes with Mr. Big, just to go out there and go, hey, and they're going, you're the singer, dude. Could you go get Billy? Yeah, okay, that used to happen.
Aw.
But you know, this thing bothers me, and it's like, do you mind if I hold your beer?
Yeah.
I remember these days. So you're like this, filming, holding the beer, doing
Yeah.
this, you know, what kind of experience is this
Yeah.
to go see a show? I don't get it. But anyway, and the positive thing is just keep doing what you're doing. And also if you see me, you know, prepare, because I'm gonna bring it in, I'm gonna get a hug. You're gonna have to bring it in. Got boys and girls, we're just gonna hug it out.
Oh, I
Right.
love that though. I love it. Hugging's great. I'm a huggy person. So, all right, brilliant. I think we're going to wrap it up. So thank
right.
you so much, Eric. It's
Thank you
been
very much.
fabulous chatting to you. I've loved it. So I hope everyone else has enjoyed this as much as I have. But just in case you're listening and you haven't bought a ticket to this show yet, fools, but there are still a few left. I've written them down. I think we've got Leicester, London, Sheffield, and Chesterfield still remaining.
Ooh, that
So
means
they can
there's more
still get
shows. Good.
tickets. Yeah, they can still get tickets. So go on the socials, get yourself a ticket. Don't be at home being bored and wondering why your life sucks. Go out and watch an amazing show.
Exactly. Ozark is not even on the radio or Ozark is not even on the television show anymore. Ozark is not even playing on television anymore. Yeah, it's time to come out and see me.
Yay! Oh, I've been Caz Parker. He's been Eric Martin. We're done. Thank you. Goodbye.